I've just had a crazy morning talking about taxes with an accountant. Who am I? Who am I? But here we go. It has got me in the mood to talk about another scam that's going round. Let me tell you that for free. Oh my goodness me, this is crazy. So I've started to grow my little YouTube channel here, and there are some brands, oh my gosh, they clearly don't understand the assignment, and I'm going to talk about them today. If you're a small influencer, or if you're just curious about what happens behind the scenes, definitely stay tuned because this is rife. I've had this so much, and it's time for someone to take a stand. I know a lot of other people have spoken about this in the past, but I want to add my 2 cents to it today and just have a bit of a rant, tell you about what happens in the YouTube world behind the camera. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we recently just hit 4.9k. Which is insane. We're gonna get there so soon. I can feel it in my bones. So if you would like to help out the channel, definitely stick around. Definitely leave a comment down below as well. It helps me in the algorithm so much, and it just means the world to me. So I'm of course gonna do my makeup. Also the debut. You know what time it is. Nicola, you've done it again. My nails are beautiful. They are all celestial themed. Are you kidding me? That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. I wanted autumnal nails, but also I don't like reds or oranges. I like my blues. Shocker, look at my background. Oh, I just realised my mirror is all the way down there. Why is it there? I don't know why, but the mirror is on the other side of the office, so bear with me, hang on. So I'm gonna do my eyes first because I wanna use some glitter today, and we all know that fallout is a So I've been doing quite a lot behind the scenes. I'm not sure if anyone's kind of noticed. It's all very much kind of SEO stuff. I did hire an SEO analyst. Some people may have noticed my description has changed quite a lot. I did get someone in to do that, and my titles, my YouTube description for my channel, just like loads of things like that. So I got that. Then I also set up a domain for like a more professional email. So now if you want to contact me, it is contact@caitlincostello.com, which is just like crazy. I've also been doing like a few little bits and bobs to kind of make myself a bit more professional, because I know I don't have a huge following right now, but I want to make this a full-time thing. And the way that I see things is, if I want this to be my full-time thing, and if I want this to be my professional career, why not start acting like it now, you know? I'm gonna use my That's Taupe eyeshadow palette today. This is my Pan That palette, and I don't think I've included it in any Get Ready With Me's so far, so I'm gonna use it today. But this look is still gonna be kind of cool and colourful. Not colourful, because obviously it's taupe, but I'm still gonna do something a little bit interesting with it, so don't you worry. I have been just really working hard behind the scenes, trying to get a lot up and running. I've been getting a little bit more PR, as I'm sure you all know, and it's just given me a little bit of a kick up the bum to really do it, you know, really do this. So I, as I said, set up this new professional email address, and the amount of brands that message me and clearly don't understand what goes on, or are trying to scam me, is actually ridiculous. I need a black eyeshadow, and there's no blacks in the That's Taupe palette. Okay, I just grabbed the first palette that was next to me. This is the Cool Trolls, and I am gonna go in with Eclipse, which is this dark black shade. And I'm gonna use like a flat kind of like eyebrow brush. So I've got PR from a few brands before, most notably are the Pastel Roses and Odens Eye. I do work quite closely with those on a regular basis, and it is so much fun. It is so amazing, and the whole point of PR is that it is gifted and that they do not expect any content from me in return for that PR. Of course, I like to make content with it because, I don't know, I just think it's nice to showcase the new things and kind of say thank you, but there's no contract with it. There's nothing said. It's just, hey, we'd love to send you this. Do what you will. I'm gonna kind of make a hollow wing shape like this. And even though this shade has sparkles in the pan, it does not show up on the eye. And then I'm also gonna fill in this little edge. I am kind of recreating a look that I did years ago today because I don't know, I like it and I want to recreate it. Okay, so it's looking kind of like this. I do have a vision. Trust the process. Now I've got to get it even on the other side. I always like doing my base first and Get Ready With Me just because I feel like I can never talk when I do my eyes because I'm focusing so much on what I'm doing. I don't want to mess up, but also I feel like I'm just like leaving you on hold for a bit. Okay, that's the intricate bit done. They're not exact, but they'll do. They'll do. So I'm going to start with That's Taupe now. I'm going to go in with the shade Bedrock, which is the darkest shade in here. I'm going to go in with a slightly bigger brush and actually talk to you guys. So I've had a lot of brands message me, and it's normally small brands, not all small brands. I want to make that clear right now. There are some small brands I work with that are incredible, beautiful, mwah, I love them. However, I've noticed it is rife with small brands, and I think maybe it's because their budget isn't very big, but they don't really know the difference between PR and a sponsorship, and they are very, very different things. So PR, as I've kind of explained before, is a gift to an influencer. They do not expect anything in return. They cannot ask for content in return. It is just them saying, hey, we'd love to send you a gift. I mean, hopefully, please film with it and please promote it. Fingers crossed, pretty please, but do what you will. The amount of emails I have had recently where it's like, we would love to send you one of our products in the mail for free, and you just kind of get commission if you sell something. That's not PR. First of all, most important thing, they say, we would like a dedicated video. It's always a dedicated video. I'm sorry. That is however many minutes long, and they give all these requirements as if it's a sponsorship. However, there is absolutely no payment, and some people might argue, well, they're paying you with the product. That doesn't count. Sorry. Like, I'm no legal expert, but like, that doesn't count as payment. If you send me something and you want me to film with it and you are making these demands that I have to film with it, that's a sponsorship. That's not PR. And I've noticed a massive, massive, massive uptake in this recently. And I don't know if it's because I've started doing a few more professional things, if I've kind of tweaked a few things here and there to make myself a bit more brand friendly. I'm not sure what it is, but it has got really, really bad. And it's really annoying. When I promote brands like Odens Eye and the Pastel Roses, I am not being paid a single penny. I'm just getting those products sent to me, which I'm so unbelievably grateful for. However, you can't just kind of demand content from a creator and not pay them. If it's in a contract and if you've agreed to it and things like that, then sure, okay, fine, but like, that's not really how it works. There was an instance recently, and I really don't want this to be taken out of context and people think that I'm talking about a brand that I'm not. There was a brand recently and they opened their PR list and they basically said, we'd love for people to apply for our PR list. However, if we do send you PR, we would appreciate some content back from that and we would require this amount of content. If that brand are putting those standards and you're applying for it as the influencer, I think that's a little bit different than the brand coming to you and being like, we want you to work for us, but we're not going to pay you. If I went to the brand that was basically asking for content, that's on me. I know what I'm doing there and I have control of that, if that makes sense. Because I kind of just realized as I'm filming this that there was a little bit of an uproar about a certain brand that I love and that I did apply for their PR list, but they ended up taking down their PR application because they did get in a little bit of trouble. And it's because this kind of topic is very close to people's heart. People do get scammed out of work so often, and when you're a small creator, it is so easy to be like, oh my god, they want to send me these products and they want me to work for them and they want me to do all this, that and the other, but they don't realize they're being scammed. It is exciting getting free product and it is exciting working with a brand, but we really need to realize our worth, and there are brands willing to pay money for the same thing that you're doing for, what? A hair removal cream? Like, what? I am like over the moon to say that I have accepted a sponsorship, my first ever sponsorship. So I'm sure you'll be seeing that in a while. It does take quite a while to finalize things, but I did sign a contract this morning and I am literally over the moon. I've never done a paid sponsorship before. However, I have done a video where at the time I thought it was so amazing. I thought I was like living the life. I have done a video before where a brand has reached out to me and asked me to do content basically for free product. And now I realize that that is not right. And I just urge any small influencer, if you are emailed by a brand and they're not actually paying you, and I don't mean free products, I mean actual money, and they're making demands, no, don't do it, baby girl. I'm going to put a shimmer on the lid just as a bit of a base for the glitter. I'm going to use Snake Eyes. I've really been loving this shade recently. It's a really nice, just neutral, shimmery shade. I do find that some of the shimmers in here, it's Constrictor and Cold Blooded, are a little bit dark for me. But this one is just a really nice, everyday shade. I'm going to blend that out with the brush. And then I'm going to add a little bit of more Bedrock, which is that dark matte, just to re-blend there. I've seen so many young kids say, oh, I'd love to be like a YouTuber or a TikToker or whatever when I grow up. And where is my glue? Here it is. And I feel like a lot of brands take advantage of things like that. Like, stop trying to scam people. At the end of the day, like, it's not payment to just get free product. And I don't know, the like audacity of some brands to be like, yeah, you're gonna do all of this stuff for me that other influencers are being paid hundreds of pounds for, and you get like this drop shipped like crap. Gee, thanks, just what I wanted. So yeah, I hope that this, I don't know, I hope some brands see this, to be honest. I know Becky, I have to give the biggest shout out to Becky because she actually helped me so much with my first sponsorship. So thank you so much, Becky. I know that she has talked about this a hell of a lot. She, like, this gets under her skin. Let me tell you that for free. And I respect her for that because there are some brands out there and they are just, like, not good. I'm using the shade Virgo from the Pastel Roses for my glitter today. You can get 20% off with the code Caitlin20, not affiliated. I just love pushing the brand because it is genuinely just the best brand. This shade makes me feel like a disco ball. I'll zoom you in. Look at that. There's so many different colours in it. There's like reds and blues and taupes. Oh, so pretty. So yeah, commission is not payment. It's just not. Free product is also not payment. The only payment that you should accept for demands of content is literal money. Either dollars or pounds or wherever you are in the world, your currency. And I guarantee your currency is not an Amazon warehouse. What I find really funny is I got approached by a brand, and I'm not going to name and shame because hopefully they can change their ways. And I did email them back and say, this is not good. However, what I find really funny is I got approached by a brand the other day and they were like, oh, we'd love to like work with you. We love your content. And we've watched all your content. This was the day that my ED video went live. And I looked at their site and they did a bunch of different things and, you know, laser hair removal and tattoo removal, I think one of them was, and like little like devices. I asked them how much they'd pay and they said, well, you get a commission and you get a code off, a discount code. And I'm like, that's not payment. And they said, which I just found really funny, to be honest, they said, oh, we recommend you trying what even was it? It was one of those devices that like makes you skinnier. And I was like, you can't have seen that many of my videos then, darling, can you? Because I've got an ED. I just found that a bit like predatory. I don't know, just promoting something like that, even if I didn't have an ED, like promoting something that is like gonna make you skinny. I don't know. I'd rather promote something that makes your eyelids look like disco balls like this. I just think it's really predatory to the people who want to be influencers so much and they're just starting their channel because they never, I guarantee, I could message Angelica Nefis now and say, when is the last time that you got one of these emails? I guarantee they don't go after big influencers because like, the big influencers know the drill. The big influencers know what they're doing. They know what they're worth. I guarantee they are not going over to Jaclyn Hill and being like, hey, do a sponsorship and we're not going to pay you. Like, they know. So they're just preying on small influencers, hoping that they don't know any better. So if you do social media and you really want to get into this, it is so tempting, I know, to accept a deal where you just get paid in free product, but just don't do it. It is not good. Wait a little bit and you'll actually get paid for it. I feel very passionate about this, especially after the morning that I've had. I sat down with an accountant today about my earnings and about YouTube and about all this kind of stuff, and I just feel like I'm finally doing it. I've had to chase all my invoices from the past few years as well, hope and pray that I made accounts on different websites that I've bought things off, because I'm doing it, baby. I have 2 breakouts on my chin as well. And I don't know why I'm breaking out under my chin. Like under here. I don't understand how that happens, but okay. Let me know down below if you're a small influencer or even if you're a bigger influencer and you've ever had an email like that, and what do you think of this? Because I know this kind of topic does get people a little bit divided. Some people think, well, you're kind of still being paid for the work, and it's not exactly like grueling work. I understand that. You know, some people have really, really difficult jobs and don't get paid that much. I remember when I worked at the coffee shop, oh my God, that was a hard job. I was a barista and a waitress all in one, and it was so grueling. I think I was paid like £4 an hour or something stupid like that. So I understand some people's arguments when they say, you know, well, you literally just have to make a video. I understand that. However, I do think that it is really predatory to just be like, hey, here's some free products. I know you don't know any better. But I don't know. I just hope that as time goes on, I think that YouTube and influencing will be more of like an accepted job. And I just really hope that there are some laws that come in place that do protect, I don't know, just kind of tell us what the hell's going on. Because right now, no one knows. I want to give like a mid-month update on this. We're so close to finishing this. Like, look at that. Are you kidding me? We're so close. But I think we are still at least a month away from finishing this, which is so frustrating. We'll get there though. We'll get there, I believe. For my bronzer, I'm going to use my Franken shade from my Pan That palette. It's the last shade left. So definitely keep an eye out for the first of every month, which is when I do Pan That palette. This is a little bit orange for me, but I feel like on camera, it kind of pulls okay. And I do only use a very light hand with this because it can make me look not great. I'm just wondering if there's anything else I can update you on. Like, today's just been crazy. Like, sitting down with an accountant and talking about my YouTube channel is, like, actually ridiculous to me. Like, it is not something I ever thought I'd be doing, let me tell you that. Doing taxes and paperwork. I just want to put on crazy makeup. I just want to put on glitter all over my eyes and just hope for the best, you know? I never thought that it would kind of go like this. It all just seems really professional and it all just seems really, like, crazy. And I'm so unbelievably grateful. Like, oh my god, I can just smile forever knowing that I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Something that still annoys me, I still do get like, oh, how's your real job? You know, because I do work another job as well. And I had it from my gran. I know obviously it's like a different generation and things like that. They don't really understand this. But I was talking to my gran the other day and it was her birthday. So I phoned her for her birthday. And I said, yeah, I've been working today. I've been in the studio, which is another mad thing. I got my own studio. Like, that still hasn't sunk in. And she goes, oh, you're in the studio? And she goes, so you're not working then? I was like, excuse me? What do you mean? And she goes, yeah, you're not working. You're just, like, doing your hobby. And I was like, Gran, what do you mean? But I get it from a lot of people. It's not just the older generation. It's like, I think my generation and people kind of in their 20s do understand that it is an actual job. But a lot of people are like, yeah, but your real job, you know, your proper job, your job that counts. That hurts so much. So if you're an older person watching this, just maybe don't do that. I work very hard. I actually do more hours on YouTube than I do in my 9 to 5. So, and I have an accountant now. So it is a real job. That's going to be my like get out of jail free card, I think. When anyone says, how's your real job? No, not that one, your real one. I'll be like, I have an accountant for my fake job. Not so fake anymore, is it? I really love how this palette's looking. I've really not been working on it that long. It's been less than 2 months, but I already have quite a few little dips going, especially in this shade. This has been my brow shade recently. I've got a good dip going there. Look at this one as well. This kind of doesn't count because the kick up of this is like actually insane. This just flies out. You just have to look at this and it's like gone. But I'm happy with this palette. This shade is actually kind of crazy. I use this shade so much and it barely looks touched at all. So that's going to be interesting. But there's a little dip going on in here as well. I don't know. A little pan that palette update for you there. Okay, so you guys may know I'm obsessed with taupe and blue. So normally I would just mix Inglot Duraline, but I'm just too lazy. So I'm going to use the Miccilo Wave After Wave Make a Mark. And I'm going to try and make this work. This is a little bit temperamental, is that the word? Sometimes it works, sometimes it just doesn't. So we're gonna pray. We're gonna shake it up, we're gonna pray. And I'm gonna outline this black. That just made it look a little bit sharper and it just added a little bit of something, I think. Just a little bit of something different. I like that. I don't know, I think it just looks a little bit cleaner and a little bit sharper. And it adds some colour as well. You guys know I love some colour. That's cute. I like that. These like felt liners, I don't think I like them. I like the brush tip applicator because if I did this with a brush tip, it would have taken no time at all. Probably like half the time that it just took me. It's because these are felts that they just don't like drawing much. I don't know. I'm just not a fan. So I'm gonna go in with a few of the shades that we used in this palette, probably not too much. I don't want the lower lash line to be like super crazy, but I do want something on there. I always feel weird without anything on my lower lash line. I don't know if that's just me, but I just feel like there needs to be something down there. So for the inner corner, I might pop back into Cool Trolls and use this shade Reveal. I was going to say Revel then. I don't know what Revel is, but there we go. This is like a blue iridescent kind of shade. And I think this will just pull in that blue liner a little bit as well. There we go. So pretty. And I'm going to bring that in to the kind of inner part of the lid as well. I really love doing this technique. It just like blends everything together so nicely. and I love that. So I'm going to do a black waterline. I just really love putting black in the waterline. I feel like it makes my eyes pop, especially with kind of dramatic looks like this. Like, just look at that. Yeah. So I'm going to run off camera to do my lashes because it is, oh, my hairy armpit. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I bet you're all traumatized from that. I'm going to do my lashes off camera, come back, and then we'll sign out and have a little bit more of a natter. All right, I'm back with the final look. It's looks like this that make me really miss my big lashes because I'm just wearing half lashes right now. And I feel like the inner part of my eyes are bare. I've proper overloaded my natural lashes with mascara, and we'll see. I gotta get used to it though, because this eyelash perm lasts a while. So don't think I'll be doing it again because I miss my falsies. Maybe it's a good opportunity for me to kind of get to know my eyes though a little bit more because I'm so dependent on my falsies, it's ridiculous. So maybe it's a good thing, who knows. But this is the look. Again, like I said, a little bit of a spin of a look that I did years ago. So I hope you like it. I love these kind of shapes. I think they're so unique and so pretty, especially with that pop of blue on the outer corner as well. I don't know, I feel cool, I feel good, I feel, obviously I've got my glitter on, so I feel great about that. And yeah, let me know down below, what do you think of this topic? It's kind of like the Wild West out there when it comes to influencers and PR and sponsorships and all that kind of thing. A lot of people don't really know where the line is, so if you learnt something, let me know. If you would redesign the system, let me know. How would you change it? Because let me tell you, I would start all over again with that thing because who knows what the hell's going on anymore. But this is it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.